messing around, calling all you freaks and nerds. You're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. My daddy was a gambling man with no strategy. Who gives a shit about him anymore? Guess we never really settled the score. Half the town screaming out in vain, the other half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. Yeah! Everyone's a hypocrite in this game.
Oh, that's loud. Hey, Sid,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Feels like you hadn't been here in like
800
18,
years?
yeah, something like that. It just seems like it's been a while.
Life's busy.
Uh, yeah, it is. And you know what? When we first started this, you told you're a mom and a wife, so that's what's important. We had your step nephew, Bentley Black, filling in for you.
I seen.
So we had some good, good co-hosting while you were gone. We hope everybody is doing good. Thank you, Alonzo, for what you do over there, buddy. If y'all have any issues, you can't hear us or nothing like that, please let us know. We have got a very good show lined up for y'all tonight, as at least I think so. We're going to talk about pigs in mud here in a little bit, Sydney.
What does that even have to do with anything?
Man, come on. Of all people. Let me read my Bible verse first, okay?
Okay.
All right, it's Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. I do want to thank Mr. Jerry Ray's Auto Body Shop. Me and Mr. Mark Flint was on the Truth Network Saturday. That's why I went to practice doing a little radio, and I really enjoyed being on there. So thank you, Mr. Jerry and Ray's Auto Body Shop and Record Service, for that. Is yours sound all right?
Yes, but you have to remember we got fans too going.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all be patient with us. It's so that we don't, you know.
So, bless his heart, Steve, we are live here at 5 Points Tire and Auto on Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. And he has no AC. So, last week, I let our producer, Alonzo and Sydney, I let them decide. I wasn't feeling 100% by no means at all. But I told myself if they want to do a show, we'll do it. And it was about 91. Steve's there. AC went out. He's getting it fixed Thursday. They got to have a crane and all that. So, I let them decide, and it was too hot. And I know Princess here, it was too hot for her. So that's really actually the reason I wasn't feeling 100%. I am today, though. I'm telling you, it's been, woo. I want to tell you this, Sydney. So the last went to the doctor again Monday. So do you remember when I had to have trigger finger? I'm sorry, trigger finger. Remember when I had the surgery?
Yeah.
Messer took me to the hospital. So anyway, now I got it again. So when I write those times down, Saturday at the stadium, you have no idea. So if any, I hope at least
Are
two.
you left-handed?
Yes,
Oh,
I hope at least two people enjoys that because it does me good when somebody does that. Dick, 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 dick. But when I write those times down, and Saturday I have to do it twice because of the sportsman race, and it hurts so bad, and the finger gets stuck. So I went to the doctor Monday anyway. 245 pounds on the weight, and
okay.
my blood pressure was 119 over 78.
Good. That's great.
That might be why I feel like I can
That's
do
good.
cartwheels again.
Oh,
So anyway, yes, Danny Bonzak or Jacob Hayes, AJ Sanders, your father-in-law. I put not confirmed on the post, but I've been through this before with AJ, and I didn't want to schedule somebody. I will say, Jaden Cordell, I did ask him Saturday night after our interview if he could be on. Apparently, he does Millbridge or goes to Millbridge
yeah.
on Tuesday
Yeah.
nights. But I promise we have got to, man, the amount of views I've gotten from that kid.
Yeah. Like I said on the post, Clayton, he's a little couple years older than Clayton, but I used to see him at the go-kart track all the time and he was always willing there. So, I didn't think that he would do anything other than what he's doing now. And I'm proud of him.
I didn't think about it when I interviewed him. And remember, I've never met this guy. The only time I've ever seen him is with Brad Smith was walking him. Me and Eric Messer was in the center of the track for a morning practice, and Brad Smith was walking him around.
Uh,
And as they got closer, you could hear Brad talking to him and, yada, yada, yada. And that's the only time I ever seen him.
mhm.
And then when he started talking, I was like, this dude sounds like Ward Burton, like a miniature Ward Burton. It was the precious thing ever. But anyway, I've been told and I watched that kid drive. So that's just one of many he's going to get.
For
And
sure.
one thing I do want to talk about, okay, let's see what, is anybody on here good? Just remember,
We got to thank our sponsors.
well, yeah, you got them ready? I know
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Messer says they did a good story on him. Uh, okay. So yeah, okay. He coaches kids. I did not know that.
Hmm.
Thank you, Justin Cummins, for that. Uh, Caden Barker must be jealous. He's not as cool as me. So, anyway, with that being said, we want to take this moment to thank all of our many sponsors. If you cannot monetize and visit their business, we ask that you please go like and follow their page. Sid.
Okay, we'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, Race for Kids, raceforkids.com, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Sykes Metal Roofing, Realtor Renee Hackett, Koger Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension Management, Swift Springs, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Velocita, Ray's Body Shop and Wrecker Service, The Dentist at Kernersville, Tiffany Jimenez with the Ginther Group, Krista Steele Racing, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue of Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Blue Ridge Truck Line, Suntan Magic Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer Systems, JTV Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, KevinSaysYes.com, Bowman's Hauling Engraving, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance, Jordan Anderson, J&T Services, Harkey Litigation, Everready Mixed Concrete, Colfax Towing, MJ Printing and Graphics, Nate's Ultimate Bar Snack, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, and Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings.
Thank you, Sydney, and thank you to all of our sponsors that makes this happen. So I put a post up. Racing this season so far has been, and there were some pretty good comments. Of course, you've got Dave Pierce Clarkson. Hope you're doing well. So hold on, I wrote this down actually. All right. Crowds at the stadium for some whatever odd retarded reason, uh people seem to go,
And obviously, they've never been to Bowman Bay before then.
and I did a picture of Nate Gregg doing the burnout when he won his last win over there. And in that section, even when you go toward turns three, when you get that part of it's always been thinner on that side for whatever reason. Y'all know more the better than I
That's
do.
because the sun beats right down on it at
Okay.
the beginning of the night.
That makes put that one closer. Can y'all hear her okay?
I was just swallowing my water. That's why I was doing that.
But yeah. But anyway, so crowds at the stadium, they had an estimated, what I was told, 9,000 people there Saturday night.
Oh,
Do you know what another racetrack anywhere in the country would do to have 9,000 fans in the stands? I mean, at the end of the day,
much less 90.
and it's mind-boggling to me that people want to nitpick and do what they do, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan of flow racing, so Lord, please don't twist us around, you narrow-minded people. At the end of the day, you got flow. Let me use Puddin' Swisher as an example. Puddin' Swisher loves the fact that he can. I rent from Puddin', so I'm not just grabbing something and throwing it at you. Puddin' Swisher loves the fact that he can watch Bowman Gray on Saturday night. That's why I love flow racing.
Yes.
If you're just like Brian Wall or somebody like myself that had a recent issue,
Yeah.
and you can't go out, thank God for flow racing.
Yes.
So you got that, and you got to be a hardcore race fan to go sit out. And when the gates open and it's 93 degrees at 6 o'clock,
Yes.
you got to be hardcore. So there's that. We
Yeah.
got just like two. Our producer tonight is going by the book. So when you hear the music playing, we going to see that way.
That means
If we get anybody long-winded, Lonzo starts playing the music. Hey, that's it. Time's up. See ya.
see you later.
Right. So that and time limits. Now, your husband Stephen is having a very good year so far, and I heard stadium stocks more than anything. But in reality, the street stocks is the one that has had the most time limit checkers flagged on. With a curfew, what else did we do? What else? Never mind. I'm just announcing. What else do they do? I mean, I don't know anything else to do. Some say start the program earlier. Well, it's kind of like this, in my opinion. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. Okay. So with that being said, how long have I been doing this? Since 1949? The same way since the first race, pretty much. Are you a fan of time limits or not?
Yes.
You are a fan of time limits.
Um,
And you're a former
if we
racer,
didn't have a curfew,
then no time limit.
then no. But sometimes it gets to a point that you're like, throw the dang checkered flag.
All right, before we go to commercial break, let me tell you about my most embarrassing moment ever
Let's hear it.
as an announcer that I can remember in 28 years. I don't recall. So there was just a glitch. Things happen. Okay. I was handed a lineup a certain way, and I'm used to reading it a certain way, and it was going by rows. Okay. Row 1, row 2, Sydney.
What?
I'm so used to it all numbers. Started 19th, then the number 11, Sydney Sanders out of Mossville. Started 18th, then the number da-da-da-da. Started, so, I'm used
Yeah.
to.
Going.
So the rows just screwed me up so bad, man. I was like, oh my Lord. I tried starting, guess I can't multiply right. From 9 rows, starting 18th. It was just confused me, like big time. Then I started at the front, and then I got confused again. So probably nobody noticed.
I
But
did. And why don't you number them then before?
they usually are. But it was a sportsman race, and anyway, stuff happens. I was so embarrassed. I was like, man, golly.
I don't think nobody noticed.
I don't either, but I noticed, and that bothered me so bad. So anyway, it got fixed. All is well. We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We're going to have Danny Bone calling here in just a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back with Mr. 100. That's his new name, by the way, Danny Bone. If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store, stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
You'll have to tell Booster to turn her down.
Well, welcome back, Talking Circles. Chris Carter. We're presented by J&T Services. Good old Jimmy and Teresa Brown. We appreciate them, and we are live right here from 5 Points Tire and Auto. Appreciate Steve Stroud and all the guys here at 5 Points. And also, Steve has a 14,000-pound alignment machine he can put the dualies on, and for the big truck. So if you need alignment on that big truck, y'all come on down and see Steve at 5 Points Tire and Auto, located on Kernersville Road, right here in Winston-Salem. You let me know when Danny's on. I told him 7:18, so, and he will be Johnny on the spot. That's how he is, usually. I should have said that. Watch. He might have tripped and hit his head in the kitchen or something. Sid,
Say that.
Sid.
What?
When are you going to race?
You know, I'm really honestly,
You're not. You're done.
no, I didn't say that. But I'm not putting any more stress on Steven right now. I want him to focus on himself, because I'm proud of him and we're having a good time. But he said on Sunday, he said, I'm having the best season I've ever had. And if I hear,
At this track.
yeah, he said, and if I hear, when are you going to let your wife race one more time? He said, I might just jump off a cliff.
Well, everybody enjoyed you being out there, of course. I respect what you just said. And people might not think that's stress, but that's Tim. How do you say his last name? Is it Geeson?
Gayson.
Okay, thank the Lord. And whether he's causing wrecks or not, I call it Bowens. Is that how you say it? Or Bowens?
I don't know. Bowens.
Bless his heart. I mean, my man.
But I was very happy to see my old girl up front on Saturday.
Yes, and I didn't know that was your car, and it made sense. I was like, okay, the paint's still on it.
Yep. Yep.
It looks good, man. It looks good. Now, does Tim still? Who does he work for?
McAnally. Is that one?
Yeah, okay.
McAnally.
Truck team.
He's on Daniel Hemrick's team.
Yeah. I knew he was up in the high ranks. All right. Hold on.
What? Have you seen any beer flaps for frying mullet? Testing your memory.
This is somebody from Mobile, Alabama, down there.
That makes sense.
And since that brain injury, dang Jimbo, I'm not sure what she to remind me. All right, we're gonna get on this phone. I told you. Look what time it is. 7:18.
Johnny on the spot.
I told y'all. Hey, Ryan Bauer. Okay, Danny Bone, you got us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy, how are you, Mr. 100?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
fat, happy, nothing's changed. I've actually lost a little weight, Danny. I'm kind of proud of that too. So not a lot, but enough to where I quit eating peanut butter and jelly. I quit eating 6 pizzas and 3 plates at the buffet. So I'm doing a lot better.
I need to start doing that.
It's hard though, man. Well, when you have a heart attack, you kind of your eyes open. It's that's when it's like,
Well,
it's time to get everything together. Danny, you got you another win at the Madhouse Saturday night, my friend. And we did a short interview, and I said I want to save the rest for the show. But man, I want you to tell us, the listeners, and me and Sydney. I got Sydney Sanders in here as a co-host about just you started up front. And you felt like you knew pretty much you had a good car.
yeah, no, we've had a good car over there all year, really. I was a little bit off the last 100 lap, but we finished third. I feel like opening night, that was I lost that race. That was on me. I led 164 laps in the Hayes 200 and completely missed the gear all by myself. But other than that, we've had a car we could win with every night. I feel like, and with the draw deal, if you draw up front, it's easier, obviously. And then it was funny, like I have a kid that helps me on the race car, and he hasn't been to Bowman very much. And we had the last 100 lapper, and I went in there and drew 21 for tires, 20 for the race. So I told him, I said, "Hey, you feeling lucky?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm lucky." I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Well, we'll test it. You go in there and draw for tires, and if you draw better than 10, I'll let you draw for the race." So he drew 11, which was way better than what I drew the week before, so I didn't care. So it was time to draw for the race. So I'm like, "All right, well, here's the deal. You're going to go in there and do the same thing." I said, "If you draw 1 through 10, you can come out. If you draw 10 or worse, just stay in there because I don't want to see it." Well, he comes nonchalantly walking out. He's like, "Yeah, man, I drew 1." I'm like, "Get out of here." He said, "No, really? Yeah, I drew 1." I'm like, so I didn't believe him. So we went back in and verified that, yeah, he went in there and drew 1. So, with having a car like that, controlling the restarts is key. And whenever you're able to get up front and lead that, the race, you have a good shot. And then, yeah, we've had like I said, a really good car this year. So we work hard on it. It's been a lot of fun. All the Team 25 guys have migrated over to help me with that car on Saturday night. So it's the same group that we run Smart Tour. And obviously my dad, we work on that car at my house, in my shop. And it's just been a really good mix of people, and everybody gets along, and it's just clicking right now between there and the Smart Tour. We've had a hell of a year so far, and it's only about halfway over.
What do you do to keep the momentum going as it's going? Just good finishes and wins. I was pretty sounds like a pretty stupid question actually, but is there a formula to keeping is there a formula that y'all have as a team to keep this positive attitude and the momentum going?
You hit the nail on the head. Like, I was upset, but we run fifth at Franklin County, and I run third at Bowman the last time we ran there. In the grand scheme of things, those are still really good nights. And then, it's like when you start to kind of think about things, you go over there and win, like we did Saturday night. So it's like, I don't know. It's been a lot of fun this year. And even last year with that group of guys, and like I said, everybody just gets along. It takes, you know, I'm the type of person that kind of always had my hands in everything, with tires and shocks and different adjustments on the car and all that. Like, I was always the one that either suggested them or you know told them to go ahead and do it. And like I said, I used to do all my own tires, and it was like if they were messed up, the only person I get mad at myself. If the shock adjustment was wrong, then it was on me. But I've kind of allowed these guys, to do some of that stuff because they've been doing it for years, and I trust them. And honestly, I think it's been really good for me to kind of get that stuff out of my head and not worry about that stuff and worry about more about what the car is doing, and just tell them what the car is doing, and then not worry about getting back to the car before practice because I'm still over there in the impound doing tires, and it just took a lot off my plate. And I honestly feel like it's cleared my head a little bit to where I can just focus on the driving side. As crazy as it sounds, but that's everybody's asking me what we're doing different. It's like, well, I do less, which helps. And then I have a lot of good people that know what they're doing, that are doing things now, and it's been a really good mix.
To me, you need to. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I understand that part, Danny. But also, if there's somebody that's really good at doing the tires, and you can just go sit in the hauler in the fan or whatever, AC, whatever the situation is, just so that's less stress on you, which makes you a clear head. Kel Gill always told me, got to have a clear head. Shut up, leave me alone for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And because you know me, I'm like, da, 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 da. And he was like, Carter, shut up. You know the deal. I need 30 minutes. Tristan McKee, same way. There's a certain time that I talk to some of these drivers that I'm associated with, and that makes perfectly good sense. The Smart Tour, you got Smart Tour stuff going on. Let me ask you this: what is your favorite track to drive on as a modified driver?
Are we talking about a modified, or are we talking about
Modified,
in general?
modified.
Okay. I have to say Orange County is probably one of my favorite tracks to race at. It's wore out, but it's got multiple grooves. There's not many racetracks that we go to with modified that you can run the outside. And like I remember 2 years ago we ran there. I was driving Buddy Ellis's car. I led the first half of the race, and I ran around. I don't know, I was like 3 feet off the outside wall, running around the outside. It's like we don't do that anywhere. So that whole driving style is pretty cool. And then if the car changes and stuff to wear the tires out, you can kind of dime in the corner. You can run in high and then run across the track. So it's a really racy racetrack, and there's a lot of fun in there.
All right, let's compare. I want you to Wall Stadium versus Bowman Gray. I don't want you to pick one over the other, but is there a certain driving? Do you have to drive? You pretty much do, but do you like one better than the other? Because I know you've raced a lot at Wall Stadium too.
Yeah, I wouldn't say one better than the other. They're both unique in their own aspect, but they're both really cool racetracks. A lot of contact, tight racing. The difference with Wall is bigger than Bowman. It's a 3/8, but you're running around there at 12-1, 12-2, compared to our 13-7, 13-8. So you're hauling the mail around Wall as small as it is. Um, that's kind of crazy. Like you're in the middle of the corner, and it's got so much banking, but you're dead center in the corner, looking at the wall, and you're flat footing it, hoping you can make the arc around the corner and not knock the fence down. And it's a different driving style. And some people get it, and some people struggle when they go there. But I'm glad to see that Wall's under new management this year. It seems like they're having a really good year. They're really doing a good job on social media promoting the track. And as of now, right now, my plans are they have a John Blue Memorial up there July 18th. It's a 176 lap four type race. So if they do have that event, we're planning on going up there with the Bowman Gray car, the 57 car, and supporting that. So which is it's cool to be able to. I like Bowman, and it's really good to me, and I like the sports place, and enjoy going there and seeing the fans and running well, but not being committed to a schedule, it allows you to kind of bounce around, which is I haven't been to Wall in a couple of years since I got black flagged up there leading the Turkey Derby, so it'll be nice to go back and see the people I grew up racing with, and support the track where I grew up.
Let me Track conditions, Bowman Gray Stadium. It's almost like the track, the time difference between this year, Danny, and last year qualifying. And as I write them down each week, it just, I want to hear about the track conditions. Does it start out when you qualify versus when that race starts? How much difference is the handling of the car? How much of a difference is it to you as a driver between when you qualify and practice to when we drop the green flag at 8:40 or whatever time?
So it's hard for me to really compare a lot because like obviously when you go out and qualify and race, you have new tires on. I don't typically buy practice tires, so I'll practice on the tires that I raced the week before, the couple weeks before. Which lately it's been 100 lap tires. Then you have it's 70, 80, 90 degrees out, sun's out, so the track's always slick. I feel like in the daytime, the sun, the oil come out of the track and all that. But then as it gets dark and cools down, the track grips up. And then for me, having practiced on old tires, put new tires on the track, you have more grip. I think as a whole this year, though, the track has had less grip. You hear a bunch of things. I've heard they've been washing the track with some soap and washing the rubber off it, which I don't know if that's true or not. I don't feel like we have really fresh new tires yet. I think it's stuff that they had made a few months ago and have been, kind of cycling through those. So I'm not sure. I did hear rumors that we are going to get a new batch of tires here in the next couple weeks, which I would assume times will pick up. And then, they've been cracking down on the tire games with the tire soak and other divisions and even our division. And, when you soften a tire and you wear a tire, it lays rubber down. And it doesn't seem like we're getting the rubber laid down on the track like we did years past. I remember in some of them 100 lappers that you could see the rubber rolling off the racetrack. And if you hit it, during a race, it would almost, you'd either grip up real good or you'd like roll through the rubber. And I'm sure you remember seeing that too. It was like there used to be rubber.
Absolutely.
We don't get that anymore. So
Interesting.
I don't know. I think it's a combination of a few things that it's why we're not seeing the times that we're seeing yet. But like I said, if they roll a fresh batch of tires out here the next couple of weeks, which is just a softer, fresher tire, they should pick up some. But we'll see.
It's a F-15 y'all run, Danny? Am I right on that?
Yeah, it is. I think it's like a sprint car rubber. It's super soft. Like it's one of the softer tires we run, and it's kind of crazy. Like it's a 12-inch tire on a 10-inch wheel.
Right. Explain that real quick for us.
Yeah, so the tire, like when we run the Smart Tour and the NASCAR Modified Tour and pretty much any tour type car, you run a 15-inch tire with a 15-inch wheel. But at Bowman, we run a 10-inch wheel with a 12-inch tire. So you get, which is cool on an aspect, like the tire's not as wide, so you don't feel like you lock tires as much, with the open wheels. The other cool part about it is it gets a sidewall bulge in the tire, so the tire actually sticks out past the wheel a little bit more. So you don't bend as many wheels, which is kind of cool because there's rubber hanging outside of it. But traditionally, when you run a tour type modified, you have a wide tire. But ironically, when we went there with the NASCAR tour years ago, we were really the same speed as we run with these narrower tires. So that'll tell you, how much grip they do have. It is a really good tire. It lasts, obviously 100 laps, 150 laps, whatever you want to run it. There's not a ton of fall off. They're cheaper, but it is 3 inches narrower than what we'd run typically on a tour type modified.
There's so many things to do as a racer that it's almost like who's the smartest here, and there's secrets y'all all have that others don't know about, and they got secrets you don't know about. And it's just, I wish your average fan could really get. I think that all race fans and those people that like to sit on their couch and thump on that internet, Danny, I wish they could all go just spend a week with a driver, whether it's a stadium stock driver, street stock, sportsman, or modified. Go for 1 week each night that they start working on that race car and check it out, because I believe they would be mind blown what actually goes into it. Some know, some get it, but there's a lot that really don't. You know what I'm saying, Danny?
Oh, I agree. Yeah, and like, a whole nother aspect of the stuff we do at Bowman, like we don't have a stagger tire. So when you go in the truck and pick out your tire sizes, it's 84, 84 and a quarter, 84 and a half. If you get the smallest and the biggest one, like if you got an 84 and an 84 and a half, you blew them up, stretch them, whatever you want to do. Like the most stagger you can get, which is the difference between the right and left side tires, an inch and a half, and that's not enough
Right.
for the locked rear end to get you to go around those corners. So Bowman Gray allows you to run a differential rear end, which is a whole nother animal. Like there's 4 or 5 different kinds. They all do different things. They all act different. Some people run certain ones at certain times of the year, and but basically what it does is, since the tire sizes are almost the same left to right, it unlocks the left rear, so it free spools basically till the center of the corner, and then when you get on the gas, it locks both up, kind of like your street car would do. And like I said, that is a whole different animal. It's the only I think it's the only racetrack that you could run one in a modified. Um, yeah, it's a bigger expense, because we don't run them anywhere else, and they're expensive and they're very finicky. So you spend a lot of time messing with that as well, and that's quite a bit different than most of your touring series is just run a spool where both tires are locked up, and you get a smaller tire on the left, bigger tire on the right, and you run 3 to 4 to 5 inches of stagger, whatever you feel like you need to run, and it helps turn the car.
Danny, if you would at this time, I'd like you to thank family, friends, and sponsors, my friend. And as always, I'm a big fan, buddy. It's pretty cool because I always had heard about you, and I got to know you. Now I feel like you one of my buds, man, and that's pretty cool because I admire your work ethic, your driving style, and everything about you and your family and your team. But if you would just thank family, friends, and sponsors, or whoever you want to thank, buddy.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you let me be on the show, and but yeah, just Scott Brannick with North American Construction. He owns that car, and I know a lot of people think I own it, but I get the privilege of working on it and driving it. But he pays the bills, so thankful for him. It was cool, like I said, in Victory Lane. I went and hung out with Quentin Swisher for a couple hours there before we went to Bowman. So put him on the back of the car. And then like Team 25. My dad, Mikey, my girlfriend.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time.
Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and the #1 source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back to Talking Circles. with Chris Carter and Sydney Sanders, presented to you by J&T Services. We are live here at 5 Points Tire and Auto, located on Kernersville Road in good old WS, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Man, North Carolina got beat by Oklahoma in the national championship in baseball.
But
Al-
they made it.
Listen, Alabama looked like a bunch of high schoolers out there. They got hammered bad. And then I jumped immediately on the North Carolina bandwagon, run my mouth as usual. But deep in my heart, I figured just watching like Oklahoma one day had to use 7 pitchers. They have good pitching. And I just kind of in my heart knew that North
But
Carolina.
just like every other sport, you have good days and bad days, right?
Yes, you do. That is good. We got Zach Hoare on the line.
Yes.
This is going to be good. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. We're going to record and get ready for this.
Yeah. Well, I want to start with something kind of on the same. It is racing, but tell us about I know you said on the interview with the Repave and Bob Dillner that it is a 602 crate, but I want to know about that because I had to do a radio show. I didn't get to see it, but tell us about the modified at Bowman Gray. How was it to you? Did you enjoy it? And can we see this in the future in a modified competing in our modified division?
Yeah, I mean, we bought a 602 crate mod from Brad Robbins. One Robbie Brewer was driving the last 2 years when they run a 602 tour. So I wanted to give it a try, something different. We've been in the Sports Minute Stadium for a while now, and so we bought it. We decided that we were going to do part time in the car, do some part time 602 mod stuff, and we started off with a car. We were suspended for the first race, and we raced we've raced 5 or 6 times now. We've won 5 times already, so we've kind of made it more of a full-time deal with the car. But Saturday we had an opportunity to go play with a modified, a little open wheel stuff, and I really enjoyed it. It drives way different than my car does. I don't know how it would be in a Bowman modified type car versus a 602, but the biggest difference I could tell was that the car doesn't turn, or the modified doesn't turn like the car does. So it's a way different experience. We hope to go take it to Caraway coming up July 4th for their race in the 602 race and get our feet wet and actually race it.
Did you like it better than the Sportsman?
I like the idea, the concept of it. The only thing I feel like that's probably going to be a little bit of a change is going to be the open wheels. I'm used to using the right front fender, right front bumper, part of the body to move people up out of the groove and work them out of the groove. And obviously with a modified, that's not going to be something I'm going to be able to do. So I think that style of driving is going to have to change a little bit. I enjoy it. I mean, it's different view. I mean, you're getting low to the ground. There's 2 big heated tires out in front of you and a big old air cleaner, whereas the car, you see none of that, the hood essentially. So it is just a lot of difference as far as just the view out of the window. But as far as how they race, I don't know. We'll find out coming July 4th probably. And I'll be able to give you a better assessment from there on.
Do you plan on racing the 602 mod on July 4th?
Yeah, that's the plan. We practiced it last week at the stadium just to get, that's the only second time I actually was in it, and that's actually the full practice I got with it. So our plan is that if that went well, take it to Caraway July 4th and actually race the event at the Rusty Hart Memorial, I believe it is.
And I said, July 4th weekend, I am not going to a racetrack. So now,
Now look at you.
dadgummit, Zach, you gonna have food there? Like
Yeah,
healthy food? You gonna have anything to eat? I might be hungry.
Yeah, I mean, July 4th was our break typically. We usually do something and we did fireworks. We had a big party. It was kind of relaxing for us. Well, most of the crew or half of the crew is going to be gone out of town. They're vacationing with family, things like that. So we figured, hey, well, most of them are gone. We can't do the party. We're going to maybe go racing as long as it's okay with the kids and the wife.
Did they give the okay?
Not yet.
That's where they find out about it.
Hey, mom, dad's. I walked down with them after the race, and it was so funny. And I said, Alexis, how many races you won? I don't race no more, Chris. I was like, "What?" And I was like, well, maybe Zach can call in Tuesday. I want to, you got something going on, and I try hard. I might not get to every driver, but I really try hard. And I always come by and talk to you, regardless of what happened on the track, the situation. I've always acknowledged, hey, Zach, good race. Zach, you suck. No, but it you've got a trend and something going on. Now, y'all, he tried to do it to me, and I told him I had to go to church Sunday, and it wouldn't wash off. But Zach, what started the signing the foreheads of everyone?
I don't really know how. I think it was a kid thing. I think the kids come down one night and they they want them to sign and they say, well, just sign my forehead or sign my arm. So ever since that started, every night I have a line of people that want to adult. I mean, I have anywhere from
An adult.
21, 24 years old all the way up to 60 years old wanting their forehead signed or their arm signed.
I've seen it. I'm serious. He's not lying. And like you said, for you, it was the kids, and now,
Meemaw, Paw Paw, and
yeah,
Uncle.
he's not lying. I've seen it with my own eyes. Hey,
Oh.
John Cox, I hope you're doing well, buddy. But yes, man, and that's just so cool. You did try to get me the other night. Now, come here. I should have done it. I really should have. So you
Yeah, you might as well just get on the train. Everybody else does it.
yeah, why not? Yeah, selfie. Here we go. He got me. Uh, Zach, you've had a really since the first week missing the race, and then you just started, and you did say that it was we'll race here and there, but I read comments for certain people and stuff like that. That's like, well, he said he wasn't going to race. He- I guess I need you to kind of explain to the listeners, anyone that's out there that's has said that. Probably none of these listeners, because our listeners are the coolest people on the planet. But when a driver such as yourself wins one, wins another, wins one, wins another, second, third, win, when this starts happening, and you mathematically have a chance to win another sportsman championship, it's hard to hang up that helmet, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, the biggest thing for us was we went into this was going to be a part-time deal. That's the reason we bought the two mods to kind of adventure out, but outside of the stadium. Um, so Ollie obviously drove the first race, our Canadian buddy, and we did that. Then we were going to come run the next race, and then from there on it was going to be just we'll see how it goes. Well, we started running good, and then we won, and then we won, and then we won, and then we won. We kept winning. And I was like, it's hard to stop when you're winning. Now, it'd been a lot easier if, I wasn't winning. It'd be easier just to say, okay, we're going to take this week. And then the more we raced, the closer we got to climbing up in the points. We started like somewhere in the 20s, got to the teens, and then got into now we're top five. I mean, we still got a lot of work to do to catch, Billy Gregg or Justin Taylor right now, which is it's still doable, but it really put us behind the first race. And then, of course, the double point race between me and Tommy, that really, really hurt our chances too. But if not, we would have been right there. We had not finished worse than third all the way up until the instant with Tommy at the 100 lapper. We had been 1, 2, and 3 every week. So we was coming up to the point pretty quick. And I got to looking at national points and stuff because I really enjoyed the national championship we had 2 years ago. And we're not far out of that. So I guess we're just going to keep digging. I had to make a deal with my kids and my wife that if they let me race the rest of the season and if I can get the national championship, that I'll have to take them to an all-inclusive resort. So we'll see how that works out.
Right. David Welch, of course. I haven't seen David in quite some time. I mean, seriously, I haven't.
That's because you're up in the booth.
Yeah, but still, for some reason, I used to see him all the time, like at practice. Anyway, so I'd kind of walked away from you, Zach, when I talked to you for a minute, and David didn't see me, and I kind of gave him a shove. Dude, he looked at me. I think he's just getting ready to pick somebody up by the neck. That's funny. What's up, boy? I ain't seen him in forever, but I'm gonna say this publicly, and he's watching. The support he gave us with Emma and everything. There's others that done the same thing. He'll always be somebody that I respect a lot. regardless of how crazy he acts. But David, I think a lot of you, brother, for the simple fact that when we needed your help, you stepped up and showed out with Emma. And I'm gonna say it again. There's others that also done that, and I will always love them for that. But it was good to see David the other night. I've hadn't seen him in forever. He's tuning in right now, and of course, as you know, Zach, he's talking about win on Monday, sing on Sunday. So you can only imagine what he's down here saying in these comments.
Yeah, I mean, David, he's been a big supporter the last few years. This year's come on, I kind of just let him do the social media thing, and we've won, quite a bit here recently. So I guess we've made Mondays be some kind of dance Mondays, Victory Monday dance. So he took it and run with it, and I let him kind of do whatever he wants to do. He'll ask me, "Hey, can I do this?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." But between work and working on race car, I don't have a lot of time to do the social media thing. So he likes to do it, so I let him take over.
You piss him off, there's going to be a picture of you in bed with a freaking elephant or something. So
Yeah, I have something up his sleeve, I'm sure.
yeah,
Picture of Zach, where his daughter put makeup on him one time.
Oh yeah, I did. I've seen that one too. That was the best. That was a good one. And then one time on Saturday morning practice when he was in that vehicle and Alexis was with him and he had to get in through the passenger. I seen him get out that side. I said, I got to get this. And that was one of those videos that had like 16,000 views on it. And that was funny. But yeah, Zach, you're good with the fans. And you, I'm glad you're back. And I'm glad we finally got you on. And our phone system, the new producer Alonzo's got everything working good, so we can get back in the groove of things. I ain't had you on in quite some time, and I do appreciate your time. And wish you nothing but the best this Saturday night for that Red Oak Bavarian, whatever that word is, 100.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to have me on. Hopefully we can win a 100 lapper. You last 100 lapper, I thought we had a ticket car. We just, circumstances didn't work out. Hopefully I'll redeem myself and get our 6th win Saturday night.
If you would, Zach, take this time to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
Yeah, I really got to thank everybody that's helped us come on board this year. We got a really good team we've put together for the last few years. Thank all my guys from Dale to Greg to Ralph, Ryan Putman coming to be a spotter, Andy, filling in for him when he's not there, Mike Conley, Terry Goss, obviously my wife, my kids, and then of course my sponsors, Pride Realty, Choice Realty, Jerry Johnson Motors. Carson's been with me for a long time. Quality Glass, Cardinal Plumbing, my buddy Joe, he started racing, so hopefully he can have some luck here coming up. Tar Hill Septic, all those guys that come on to help us, I really do appreciate.
So
And Napa.
there you go. So listen, before we let you go, 2 weeks ago, Joe Weevil's first race there. All I see on my lineup is Joe Weevil. So he's out there practicing. Race fans, you see that number 42? His name is Joe Weevil. And I know Joe. His son has a very promising racing career in his future, and got him a modified now, and he's young, 13, 14 years old. And anyway, so you already know I'd messed that up. And so I messaged him on TikTok. I said, "Hey man, give me a call." And he called, and I said, "Joe, I owe you an apology." And he said, "For what?" I said, "Dude, I screwed it all up." I said, "I seen Joe Weevil, and I'm thinking there ain't but one Joe Evil in this area." And I said, I apologize. Me and Randy both strive hard to get things right and to get the sponsors out there. And so anyway, I talked to him on the phone for a while. Seems like a very good man, and Cardinal Plumbing, it seems like he runs a good business. So I wish he's had some bad luck to start his career up, but I'm sure y'all will get it figured out and everything will be just fine. But he seemed like a very good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He just getting started. That was a new car we built, basically ground up here at our shop in about 5 weeks to get him going this year. He's had some wiring issues the last week, so hopefully we get this figured out this week and he'll be back and can complete his first race.
I think he'll be just fine. He's getting good. He's getting good hands. So Zach, once again, thank you so much. Wish you the best for this weekend's race. Y'all be safe.
All right, thank you, sir.
See ya.
Did you spend time with your
Bye.
dad on Father's Day,
Which daddy, Brian?
Brian?
He cracks me up. I said, Brian, I want a picture. And look, he's got his Hot Wheels display on there. Brilliant idea. He knows it. That's why he done it. And so, yeah, that's when we took a picture, I can't even remember what he was saying. Actually, Sarah was like, point, Daddy, point. And he's like, hurry up, son, take the picture. You know how he is. And I just got to laughing.
He got so mad Friday night. He went to stomp in the parking lot, and I was like, "Are you okay?" He said, "Just leave me alone." I told Sarah to leave. I was like, "Good luck."
What got him going? One of them racers.
Yeah.
He cracks me up. Oh, I love Brian. I love him. I called him on Father's Day and what have you.
Wished him happy Father's Day.
Yeah, Daddy. You know, but anyway, I do hope all the fathers had a good Father's Day, and I wish that it was the best of the best. Mine was, I went to, with Daniel and them to their family like I always do on stuff like
You
that.
should've came to the house. We had a Father's Day cookout in RC practice.
Corey Latham told me.
Well,
But,
he didn't show up.
but I left Daniel and them's early Sunday. I don't know what on God's green earth was happening, but I felt lightheaded. I was seeing
Oh, no.
spots, and I just went inside, come back out, went inside. But anyway, all's good now. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
We are back.
I see you, Simone. Y'all don't go nowhere. Oh,
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook. If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs,
Chris Carter and Sidney Sanders. Live 5 Points Tire Auto.
if you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam.
You know, that, yeah, what you put the big trucks on. So y'all come on by and see Steve here at 5 Points Tire and Auto. We appreciate him so much and everything he does. I got some brand new shoes on the number 83 Bravada.
I was looking at your shoes. I was like, okay. The Bravada Scott is riding smooth.
Think I'm gonna go to Alabama. Okay, we will not do a show next week. I talked with him. So, usually sometimes we would have a midway preview or whatever.
Okay. And then the next week it's going to be July 4th.
Right. What I'm saying is we won't do a show next Tuesday,
Okay.
right?
And then the next week we'll do a recap.
We'll do a
on
show.
this
Yes,
this
yes,
week.
yep.
I got you.
Yep. Well, it was kind of do, yada, yada, yada. Good to you? Sounds good? All right. So also real quick, I want to thank Bubba Gale, Swiss Springs. They were the segment sponsor for our last segment. Bubba Gale, you can reach, just go to Swiss Springs or give Gale Force Suspension Management a call. Bubba Gale, Swiss Springs. You running anything else? Shame on you. It's kind of like that Gale Force Coilover Low Pro. If you're using anything else, shame on you. I talked to Bubba Pollard today a little bit.
We hadn't talked to him in a long time.
It's time to get him back on. I'll have him on
Is
next
he
week.
doing good?
Well, yeah, he went to Pensacola and had a real good showing, but it's just I feel like something's been a little bit off with my buddy. But anyway, he did call and check on me. His dad let him know. Sonny, his dad called, checked on me when I had the heart attack, and it was always, and so did Tristan. Tristan texted, and that just warms my heart. Also, I do want to say this week that Tristan is going to be racing at South Boston in the number 7 Spire Motorsports car, Gangbridge car. So, all that being said, I believe we got AJ Sanders on the phone. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. AJ, man, you used to be on here all the time, and it's been a while. You know it?
Yes, it has. Been a while since I've been in Victor Lane, too.
Wow. Well, you know what? How'd it feel, man?
It feels great, but, you take them any way you can get them. I did not have the best car Saturday night. Hopefully we will this Saturday. I've been working my butt off, but, I don't know. It's just been one of them years, and you take it for what it's worth.
So, as you know, my co-host is your daughter-in-law. So I'm gonna let Sydney talk to father-in-law, and y'all go from.
Time.
I know, but I like it when you get to do the interview.
All right, AJ, tell us a little bit about your race on Saturday.
Well, let's say we had a good draw, and I knew then I just sit and duck, just try to hope that we could stay up there as long as we could. And to be honest with you, when all the caution started, I was hoping it ended early because I'm telling you, I knew I didn't have a car to beat. I just had to do the best I could. If I got past, I got past, and luckily we didn't. And at the very end, but Steven and Chuck and all of them was a lot better than me. It probably was Steven's race if the bad luck hadn't happened there on the front stretch and got into that. We all know that what happened there, and it is. Sometimes you better off to be lucky than good.
Now, I want you just to explain to everybody what had happened during the 50 lapper because most, a lot of people that are in the stands, they don't understand why you keep coming in the pits and coming out. And a lot of people wouldn't have done what you did. So kind of explain what happened and why you kept coming in and out.
Yeah, we got our radiator busted in the 50 lapper. And I just tried to hang on and salvage, keep it cool. Was very surprised they didn't notice I was pouring water out, but they kept it cool and just try to salvage what we could for points because we all know most of the time when they bunch up and a little bit of water might be getting on the track for me, that some stuff may happen and other people may have to end their night that night, and we would gain, a few more points. And unfortunately, at the end of the night, I'd have been just as well off the park it because we didn't gain anything.
But you did what you had to do to finish the race and tried.
Right. And, that's what, me and a lot of people know me. I don't give up. Like right now, I've worked hard as I could go all day on this thing, and we found what was wrong. We got it. We're getting it fixed, and put it that way. Have it fixed hopefully tonight and button it up tomorrow. But we just been behind the 8 ball and just didn't realize how much stuff on the car was bent. I mean, so I started taking stuff apart and was like, dang, I couldn't believe this. I mean, so we used to be a lot better off this weekend.
So, speaking of, and how you do things and knowing you. So I text you probably around 1:30 today, and when I put AJ Sander, I went ahead and made the post on my Facebook page so others could people could watch or whatever. And I put not confirmed in there. But what I didn't do is reach out to get someone else because I told my producer, I said that thing I might switch the Hayes kid and AJ around. I said, but I'm leaving AJ's name on there because I know AJ. He's probably working, and he'll probably be on. So, and sure enough, I got that text and I had you straight in line. So that was pretty cool that at least I know you that well that I usually, well, you've never told me no. So, and I do appreciate that. It means a lot to me, AJ.
Well, we have to be on your show to get our name out there because, unfortunately, not talking bad about the stadium, but they do not give the stadium stock cars the benefit of the doubt to race in front of a lot of fans. By the time, a lot of times, by the time we get the race, like, what, half, three quarters of the fans have gone because they're there to watch see the modifieds or sportsmen or whatever they're there for. And, I hate to say it, and it ain't because I'm in the division because I've raced everything. But the stadium stock at Bowman Gray, you'll probably see some of the best racing you'll ever see.
Absolutely.
See,
Absolutely.
and if you're leaving, you're probably gonna miss something. And look at Saturday night. Not that it's a good thing, but what if fans come for a wreck? Well, that was one heck of a wreck on the front stretch. After going out watching, and I was like, wow. And I had, like I told people, when I was going down through there, I didn't know where to go. I was zigging, zagging when I needed to zig, and just trying to do what I had to do to miss Steven and Chuck and the whole mess.
So
It was
I
a
will
mess
let you,
tonight.
yeah, so just in case, street stocks are first Saturday night, then the first modified, then the sportsman 100 lapper.
So we're the last race.
So you red flag. This is crazy how this happens, but I'm not going to question it. It's what they've always done. This is just how it goes.
The jumpers.
Yep, we'll red flag the race, AJ, and let the parachute people jump and do their thing. Then we go back green. Then it'll be the second modified race, and then y'all back to back. Uh, I totally get it. What I wish is how we could do. The fans. I know some people like need to leave early church. I totally get it, but a lot of these fans, and we do our best to get people to stay in their seat. Coming up there, you got the don't forget
Yeah.
leave race fans coming up. We got the all so exciting stadium stocks, but I wish there's a lot of people that left, and then you read on social media, all right, they left, and then man, I shouldn't have left early. There's got to be a way that we could do better. I'm talking about myself. Okay, I can't speak for nobody else. Myself, into doing even more to get them to stick around for y'all's race because AJ, I'm a big fan of that division, and it is some of the best I've seen.
I
This
mean,
the last few weeks, AJ. I've seen more three wide coming off of two in that class than I've ever seen in my life. And listen, I don't care if it's a lap car on the bottom, whatever. It is so fun to call and fun to watch.
Right. And they could fix that because we race. If we got two races, and most time we will have, what does it hurt to run us first or second? Because I can't see why that's a big situation. One of the races first.
Maybe it's too
Not last.
easy.
I would think it's going to be the same cars back to back.
well, and then regardless, they're going to stay to watch the modifieds or the sportsmen because that's what they're there for. If that's what they're there for, because most of the time they leave afterwards, so they're going to stay.
Exactly. So here's my thing.
Oh, here we go.
Why would it really hurt modifies the last one night? Sell two more hot dogs.
2 more hot dogs.
I mean, come on.
Now you said that it's your I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you said it was your first time in Victory Lane or in a while. But I thought you were just in Victory Lane at Wake County week before.
Hey, I'm talking about Bowman Gray. I ain't talking
I
about
know,
anywhere else.
I know, but I'm
Bowman
just trying
Gray.
to let everybody else know that you are racing other places and winning.
Yeah, we won several at Wake, but I love Wake County. Wake County's a great place, but when I say home, home is Bowman Gray. My family's there. You're there with Steven. I mean, and it being Father's Day, I've won a bunch of Father's Day races, and that's a special time because, you don't know how much longer you're going to be doing this, or be even as far as that goes, be around. So to be able to celebrate it, get your picture made with your kids, I wish the in group could have been there, but it's pretty special to win on Father's Day night. And if Stephen would have won, I'd have been just as happy because I mean I still would have got to be a Victor Lane with Father's Day with him, which I have before, and you know I'm really rooting for him to win this championship.
So I want to say hey to Brandon Krotz. He's tuning in tonight. He's been doing really good at Caraway, it seems, being up there in the front and winning a time or two. Yeah, earlier. Okay, so Michael Weiser, who does Fast Fake, he's a good guy. Michael said starting at 7 or 7:30, and I get that. That's like the 2 plus 2 absolutely equals 4. But
We don't
once
make the
again,
rules.
it goes back to what I was saying about time limits. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. So everybody said, well, it is broken. Well, I cannot see for the life of me, but I'm wrong a lot. For the life of me, I cannot see anything. It makes sense to change the time, but at the end of the day, it's how they do it.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it except talk about it. I'm not faulting them for it,
Mhm.
but you know, it is what it is, and the staff and the drivers and everybody does the best they can to make it work for everybody involved.
Michael commented and
Right,
said,
and
"Go ahead."
Go ahead, AJ.
no, I'm saying it is it's their sandbox and they've done that for years, and we just have to keep playing the way they want us to play, and
Yep.
we can yap about it all day long, but they got a reason behind it, I'm sure.
Michael commented and said that AJ's first win this season was Mother's Day, and his second was Father's Day. Pretty sure mom and dad have guided him to victory.
I, I didn't even.
That's pretty cool stat. Thank you for that, Michael.
But it's real cool. And I would like to win something in the NASCAR stuff. And as far as I know, I hadn't even looked because I didn't look. Way short enough keeps me informed. But the regional point, Brandon, I think is second. Crotch, and we're first. So had a pretty good lead. Had a good lead in that. And Saturday night definitely helped it. So we could pull that off for another one more year, and that would be cool.
I want to say hey to Brandon Vaughn. He said thanks for speaking out about that. Brandon, I thank you for your support, Brandon. I've kind of messaged Brandon a little bit, and he just seems like an awesome guy. Brandon, reach out to me. I want you on this show. I want you to be on here one day. And just like the Hayes kid that's going to be on, there's a lot of these people, AJ, that I don't know, that I haven't went up and met, and that's a shame on me. I mean, I can use the heart attack as an excuse, but that's when I'm there. I need to do better meeting these newer people. But does any of these younger guys ever?
They're good people.
Does other these younger guys ever come and ask you for some words of wisdom?
Oh, more than you would know. You'd be surprised how many of them come by here, and I try to help them with parts or things, all the time. Just because I mean that's our future is the up and coming drivers. I mean, you got to have the new ones so when the older ones do step away, you don't lose your division. And there's some good talent out there. The Hayes kid, he's got a good car and he's a good driver. Um, like I say, I hated what happened to Steven and all of them Saturday night, but yes, that guy's a rookie. You got to look at that part of it. I mean, did he make a mistake or did his spotter? None of us know the truth about what really happened there, other than he was just where everybody else needed to be, I guess. And maybe he is a rookie, and we all make rookie mistakes when we first start. And I hate that for that kid.
And you live and you learn.
Exactly. And we can bash him all day long, but it's better to try to encourage him. Hey, dude, you made a mistake. You just tore up a lot of cars, but this is what you need to do from now on. Your spotter, and you need to say something to his spotter, because his spotter should have had him down a long time before that if he was that slow.
But also, you can't always rely on your spotter. You also have to look ahead.
You're right as well. You're right, Denny. And I say that as well as us as leaders and stuff, we got to look ahead too. Say, hey, he's up. That guy's in the middle of the track. Better ease up a little bit, even if I get past. I don't want to get in a wreck. So, Steven and them, they had nowhere to go.
That's right.
That's definitely. I mean, they were on the bottom of the track and just got T-boned.
I thought they were clear, and then they
I did too.
Speaking of Steven, AJ, your son, he is now tied for the points lead in our Q104.1 Stadium Stock Division. Seeing him doing well, he's having a good year so far, and y'all are out there, of course, competing against each other. But what you think about this year so far for Steven? What, as a father, surely that has to warm your heart some to just see him having a so far, pretty good season.
Oh, I'm telling you, probably I'm tickled to death for him, and for what he's doing it with. Nobody would believe the motors in that car. That's over a 20-year-old motor from Hickory, old 5.2 motor. I mean, it's a stock link rod motor and everything. I mean, he's heavy piston, nothing special. And the kid but the kid can drive.
Oh yeah.
Don't. I mean, he is such a good driver. He'll take something that's 2/10 off and still catch up and make up for it. So, and that's why I just love watching him race. I mean, he don't give it 110, he gives it 150%.
Well, and you know what? I see Blaze. I watch, and Blaze is tuned in. I see Blaze. I see you know what's crazy? Correct me if I'm wrong, Sydney and AJ. It's almost like Blaze is a mix, a little bit of AJ and a little bit of Steven. Seriously, it's to me when I watch Blaze is once again, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm proud of Blaze because this year he's getting a little more aggressively cautious. Here's a word, cautiously aggressive. Okay. Does that sound okay, AJ? Cautiously aggressive. I see him stepping up his game.
On to him. Let me get on to him about seeing a bunch of stuff. He likes to lay back. He don't want to run over nobody. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, if anybody wants to talk junk about even Saturday night, I mean, come say something to me. Because did I start slow? Yes, I did. Maybe everybody thought I was going to start fast because I always start fast. But being a sitting duck, I had to change my deal up, and it stacked the field up. And when they all started stacking up, it was just racing. And if somebody wants to be mad at him for running into him or whatever, because there's been some comments, then just be mad at him. I mean,
Yep, they'll be all right. They'll be all right, won't they, AJ?
Exactly. That's the way I look at it. Because, I mean, and most of the time when you talk to your junk, it'll come around and bite you because you're the one going to do something stupid the next time.
Karma. The Bible tells us about karma.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, Bowman Gray, I mean, it is what it is over there. Like this weekend. You can be a hero or zero. And luckily, at the end of the night, I looked like the hero, even though I knew I didn't have the car to win the race, but I did. And, sometimes I've been over there and be really fast and do something stupid and get myself in a wreck. So I've been doing it 44 years now, I think it is. I still make mistakes. So, we're human.
That's
And
right.
I'll tell you a little thing that I've always told people. Mistakes if you weren't going to make a mistake in life, they never would have put an eraser on a pencil because you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need it if you weren't going to make mistakes.
Oh, that's a good one. I ain't heard that one.
Leave it to AJ. Make
Yeah.
a shirt, AJ.
You think about that.
Yeah.
You think about that, though. So, and, we'll be all right. I mean, everybody's going to go on. It ain't the end of the world.
Hey,
All right. Well, take the time to thank your sponsors.
Well, first thing I want to thank the good Lord above, like I say, letting me do what I do and keeping my health as good as He does, so I can do what I do. And next thing I want to thank my sponsors: Carolina Stratsource Realty, Amanda Tucker, Queen City Towing, Locaretta's and Moxville, Paris Tire, Jerry Hunt Super Center, Radical Race Gear, then Mark Dyer for leveling my car and stuff for me every year. LSR, then Trent, he spots for me plus sponsors me. I mean, just I'm sure I'm leaving out somebody because it's just hard to, to remember everybody. But I think that's pretty much everybody. But and Bowman Gray for doing such a good job, Austin and them. It's gonna be tough on my herd now. This is probably a rumor, and you may can tell me this. I heard we may be having transponders for long.
I'll send you a picture in a little bit. Stand by. I'll send you a picture. AJ, as always, thank you, man. We appreciate you being on, and wish you, once again, as always, nothing but the best this weekend. And I appreciate your calling, buddy.
All right, thank y'all.
AJ Sanders, this segment was brought to you by Blue Ridge Truck Lines out of Virginia. Mr. Chuck Melton, who is now the owner of Friendship Motor Speedway. And on Friday or whatever nights, if you can, support that dirt track. Good people.
One thing I wanted to say that AJ did forget to say, please follow the Sanders Racing Facebook page. Michael is really good about, he posts updates about AJ and Blaze. So if you wish to follow along with their race or racing deal, then just go like and follow them on Facebook.
Misty said it's with Steven, your husband. It's the flip. Hold on.
Is there a ghost? Is there somebody in the back
Do you hear that?
with the? Or the
No,
beeping?
I know that's the fan, but
The beeping?
it's like somebody's walking through the door.
I know. Do they got one in the back?
They must have.
And somebody's coming in and out? We probably should go and inspect that.
I will next commercial break. Once again, AJ Sanders segment was brought to you by Blue Ridge Truck Lines in good old Galax, Virginia. Or, wait, yeah, something like that. And also Suntan Spray Magic, his wife's place in Mount Airy. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate Chuck and them, what they do for the show here. And we are a big supporter of Friendship Motor Speedway. We appreciate all the people who work so hard. Michael Tesh and them. We're going to take a commercial break. As always, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to work on getting Cletus on here. I've got a connection now.
We got to go figure out who's coming.
All right, y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back with Jacob Hayes. Drives the 0 car to Stadium Stock, got his first win. Y'all please don't go nowhere.
We'll be right
Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, what she said.
If we don't come back, call them.
At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years, and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your #1 source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Well, back talking circles with Chris Carter and Sydney Sanders. We are live at 5 Points Tire and Auto, Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Steve has a 14,000-pound alignment machine back there for all you guys with those big dually trucks, all you people pulled in Bowman Gray trailers. Please, if you need an alignment, come up here and see Steve. If you mention you heard about that machine, you come up here, just let him know. Okay. He might buy you a hot dog or something. I don't know. I didn't ask him about that. I should have.
Let you drink out the water fountain. I mean,
Yes, you might. So we have roughed it. He has been without an AC Thursday. He is going to have a brand new AC unit in, and we're glad about that. But we're very thankful, regardless, that we have a place to do the show. So, Steve, much love to you. I got some new shoes on the number 83 Bravada. I could probably turn about a 14-second lap in the Bravada at Bowman Gray Stadium. Girl, Bravada's bad. Yes, ask Daniel Harrison.
hey, Ryland, I miss you.
Who? What are you doing?
I'm talking to our people.
Okay, all right. I know he's on the line. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I want to address something.
14-second lap.
Transponders. David Tanksley said transponders BGS, it'd be difficult because there's no inside wall. I think they would have to do scoring by hand too. All right. And Matt saying it's going to be a backup thing. Nope. I'm telling you, it'll be fine. These transponders, it really, to avoid that, you go back to the last slide. Yes, there will be backup scoring and all that. But anyway, it's all going to be okay, y'all, okay? Just let everything take place. It's going to be fine. All right.
Steve said he would give them a $20 discount on the alignment if they mention it.
See, there you go. If you mention the front end alignment for them big dually trucks, they get a $20 discount. So thank you, Steve. I knew he'd do something, and he's always listening. Okay. We good? Can you hear us? Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Look, he's got us. Jacob Hayes, what is going on, my friend?
Oh, not so much. Just got doing some Mexican.
Mexican, what'd you have?
Oh, I had to go with the classic ACP. Thanks, some chips and peas. Can't beat it.
Can't go wrong with that. Jacob Hayes is on the line with us. This segment is brought to you by our buddy Jeff Day and Precision Built Spindles. If you're not running Precision Built Spindles, you're chasing them, I'm pretty sure. And we appreciate Precision Built Spindles and everything they've done. Jacob, I was talking to you a little earlier. I've never met you in person. I want to do better with that, but I do thank you for being on tonight. What was that? Only your second race this year at Bowman Gray?
Yeah, it's only my third time at the stadium. I got to practice one night, and it was the first rain out. And then I got to run one race earlier this year and finished third. started 8th and finished 3rd. So got a pretty good streak going so far. And I think I'm gonna get to make it out a handful more times before the season's over. Keep the streak going.
Before you bought this particular car that you have from the Keatons, what did your racing career consist of, Jacob?
So I've ran just about everything but a late model. I've ran front wheel drive dirt cars and mini stock dirt cars. I've actually ran with Connor since he started, and then I've ran asphalt street stocks. I've ran Crown Vics. I'm running a asphalt super truck, so it's kind of like a late model. And running that at Hickory full time this year, and battling Michael Bumgarner for the points lead at Hickory. And then I'm leading the points in a touring series, and we're going up to Newport up in Tennessee on July 4th with that. So hopefully I can extend my points lead a little bit over there.
Heck yeah, man. I like what I'm hearing. Uh, how does Bowman Gray?
Definitely got a wide variety.
Yes, and that's good. Seat time, seat time, seat time, regardless of what it's in. Let's compare. What do you think about when you go around that racetrack? And some people say our crowds are down a little bit. They are always at this time of the year, regardless. What's it like being in that race car, seeing all those people out there at the
Yeah,
Madhouse?
it's definitely a feeling like none other. Like my dad had ran there in 2018 and 2019, and he ran stadium stock as well. And he always told me like there was no other feeling like it, rolling out and seeing all those fans surrounding you. And he wasn't lying. It's just there's not many places where you can hear and see and literally look into every fan's eyes as you're walking around or rolling around the place, and literally can hear you over the mic, and it's a surreal feeling, honestly.
Can you really hear us?
There's been a few times where I've been able to hear you, like when we're sitting there right before we roll off from the start finish line.
When I do the lineup?
I can hear you sometimes.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
can hear you there.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's like being a singer at a concert. Like when you go out and
Yeah.
your fans. Well, I mean, not everybody's your fan there, but that's what it's like.
Yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
like, oh, I'm on stage now.
That is a pretty good comparison.
Well, you know, I feel that. I feel that personally. And so I haven't been able to get since my heart attack. I can't go to Victory Lane. They put a leash on me, and I'm fine with that because the doctor even said that doctor knew about Bowman Gray. I ain't got to repeat myself,
Yeah.
Jacob. There's nothing more that I love on this planet other than serving Jesus Christ as my Savior and trying to live right. But I love, man, going down on that track. Madhouse makes some noise. I love it so much, but I can't now. And I told the doctor that I was going to go down, and he said, "Well, it needs to be the last." This doctor, and he's from Iran or somewhere, and you just would think he'd be going to Bowman Gray. And he said, "Well, it needs to be the last race, so you don't have to walk back up." So until he says different, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to do Victory Lane. I'd have loved to have been down there with you and celebrated. Sydney, you was going to say something?
They need to invest in like one of those little chairs that hooks on the stair rail, like people have in their house that you just ride to the bottom for like even
Yeah.
Paw. Because if somebody wins
That would be a good idea.
and their Paw can't get down there or Meemaw, just something to think about.
Could you see me getting a little ride down to Victory Lane and brought back up?
You'd have to start at the first of the race just to get down there.
Jacob, what is it you like most about the Madhouse? Is there, I mean, you might not like anything about it, but what is it you like most about racing at Bowman Gray Stadium?
Really just the vibe all day. Like, this weekend was a little more intense, I think, because of everything that went down the week before in the class. But like the first two times I went, everybody's walking around throughout the stadium stock pit, talking to everybody, just a smile on your face the whole time, and then everybody gets out, shakes your hand, and sits there and laughs about everything, and then everybody goes in the stands with their family. It's just it really intenses the whole family vibe of it.
All right, I got it. Somebody's making a comment, has nothing to do with y'all or nothing, but I got to say something. That daggum Jimbo DeVitt, he's starting to dig deep. He goes, if you can turn a 14-second lap, I can turn a 13:50. Jimbo DeVitt, do you remember when I would take the wrecker at Mobile Speedway and make laps in that. It's like Old Blue at the stadium. And even one more, Jimbo DeVitt. Do you remember the time I stole the tractor and we duct taped my friend Andy Fawcett to the grandstands? We had such a good time. Anyway, I just love memories. Jacob, let me ask you this, buddy. Do you have plans maybe next year to race? Do you have plans in the future to race a full season at Bowman Gray?
I don't know. Me and my dad kind of talked about it because it's pretty much just me and my dad, and so we've talked about it. But I feel like I've got a little too much invested in everything else I've got going on the like at Hickory with the truck, and I've got really good partners on that side. And I was slowly starting to pick up some stuff at the stadium. I haven't really ran there enough to get the sponsor side going over there, but I feel like I've got enough of a base over there to. I feel like I've kind of committed there, but I definitely want to run enough races next year where I can at least run the 50 lapper because the 50 lapper looks like a good time.
Mm.
Well, it is. It is. This year's was really, really good. The Stadium Stocks has been putting on some really good shows, Sydney, this year.
Mm. Yes, it has, but it's been a lot of nail biters.
Well, with you as the
Definitely been some nail biters.
well, with Sydney being the wife of Steven Sanders, yeah. Uh, so you might not race. Let me say this: I respect what you're saying here, and there's a lot of people that the Madhouse would trump any other track, and yeah, it does kind of, sort of, it does. But then again, when you have sponsor commitments and you honor that, Jacob, I'm telling you, man, that'll get you a long way, and I admire that a whole lot. I really do. Jacob,
Appreciate that.
I want you to take this time, if you would, buddy. We're gonna be off the air here shortly, and you're more than welcome. I'll tell you, like I've told everybody else, you're more than welcome to be. If you want to come on this show and say, "Hey, can I be on?" I'm gonna say, "Yes, you can." And that goes for anybody out there listening. If you're a spotter, if you're a mother, whatever, we don't discriminate. But Jacob, if you would, I'd like you to take this time to thank your family, friends, and sponsors.
I just gotta thank Reigning Battery of Lenore, Broadway Collision in North Wilkesboro, Hostile Diesel Repair, Dude Wipes, Bait and Glass Shop, Carolina Air Systems, Auto Chassis for any of your iRacing setup needs, PRW Chassis, Fusion Graphics, Blue Falk Racing, PRW Chassis, and then thank my mom and dad. Without them, I really couldn't do none of it. They sacrificed a lot for me. And I kind of pretty much put my dad in retirement. That's why he don't run at the stadium anymore. But then I gotta thank Isaac Harris for all he's done for me at the stadium. Like I probably wouldn't have been as good as I was the past two times. I mean, I haven't finished out of the top three, and I don't think I'd been able to without a little bit of help he's given us. And like the car wasn't the best Saturday. If I was in a race, I wouldn't have had. I don't think I would have had nothing for Steven and AJ and Chuck and Brindle. But I mean, I had a great car, and without them two, it wouldn't be possible.
Brandon Crotts said, "I want to be like Rocket Man when I grow up." So I want to comment on that. Number one, I love Brandon Crotts. It's like I said about other people earlier, that when we did the thing for Emma and any fundraiser I've done, Brandon Crotts has stepped up big time, and I'm so appreciative of him and our friendship. But it's Rocket Man. So when I went looking for you, okay, I had seen. Well, no, I'm talking about TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok. So when before I met you, I didn't put two and two together. I was like, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. I said, this dude's got a lot going on. And then to come to find out, that's you. So whoever does your TikTok, good job. Y'all's got good social media going on, and that's very important in today's world, as you know. I appreciate your time. I wish you nothing but the
Absolutely.
best. Thank you for being on, my friend.
Thank you, and thank you, Sydney, for letting me come a part of it, and everybody else that helped your operation go on. I know it's not easy.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the kind words, and we'll see you soon.
See you, bud.
All right.
look,
I'm looking.
I got to say they did it, but there was a lot going on over there at one time. We got beep, beep.
Thank you, Jeff Day, Precision Build Spindles,
Yes.
for your sponsorship and everything that you do, not for only Talking Circle with Chris Carter and Sydney Sanders, presented by J&T Services live at 5 Points Tire and Auto, but for all the people all over this entire country, there are people running precision built spindles. Thank you, Jeff Day. All right, so we're going to take our, no, we ain't. No, we ain't. We're not going to take a commercial break right now. We're getting ready. So,
Do you know that song?
gotta get ready.
No. Rockin' Man.
Oh. Did you just ask me if I knew? Did you just ask me if I knew Rocket Man by Elton John? Seriously? And you know I'm a music freak. Speaking of, I'm putting this out there.
Okay.
If you know, like Jimbo DeVitt, those people down in Mobile know me, know me, know me. Daniel Worm and them know me, know me, know me. Kel Gill, know me, know me, know me. You know what I'm saying here? My favorite band ever since like 1977 has been the band Rush. Okay.
Never heard of them.
So as a wannabe drummer, former bass player myself, I just really always admired. Nobody, you can argue, we can split hairs. It doesn't matter to me. Yes, I'm talking about music now. But Neil Peart, the drummer for Rush, when he was alive, you couldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Neil Peart died of brain cancer. I believe it was brain cancer. And then Rush just went silent. They went out with the approval of Neil Peart's wife. Yeah. They did. They've done this the right way. And some fans was like, I can't believe you can do this. They went out. Annika Niles is from Germany, and there's a female drummer for this band, and she is amazing. They're coming to Charlotte in November, so if anybody wants to buy me and them a ticket, because I don't think I can talk Worm or Daniel into going, because they don't appreciate good music, I guess. I don't know.
How old were they?
Dude, Geddy Lee is 72 years old, and you can't name a bass player better than him right now.
What do they sing?
Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and it's busy of beans, it gets high on you. That. I'm gonna play it. So anyway, so if anybody wants to go see Rush and take me with them, they're in November or just buy 2 tickets, and I would be able to get Daniel and them to. When Daniel's my music guy. He always goes with me to concerts and everything. But if you ever played an instrument, okay, you'd really, really appreciate Rush because they're only a 3-man band. Sounds like 18 people. Geddy Lee plays the bass, and he plays keyboards and stuff with his feet and sings. Freaking amazing.
Like he bends his foot up there? I bet he can't do it now.
They're called Taurus pedals, Sid,
Oh.
with his feet.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. So this week at the Madhouse, I will repeat once again, first race of the night will be our QRC HVAC and refrigeration street stocks for mine.
Yes.
Okay. And then after that, it will be our Brad Golf Cars modified 25 lap first race. Then we will have our law offices of John Barrow Sportsman Division race. That'll be 100 laps.
Hold on. Now they'll actually get to qualify for this 100 lap, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yes. Yes.
So that'll be a whole different ballgame.
It could be. Yes. All right. So with that being said, I don't want to say full field redraw. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna. And anyway, well, I'll have it posted.
50 laps first.
They're gonna stop. For those of all of y'all watching, y'all know this. They stopped the race for these parachute people to come down. It's really neat to see. It's really awesome. I love that. So and then after the parachute people drop and get their parachutes and make their way down the road, we go back green. All right. Then after the sportsman race, our second modified race, 25 laps, and then we'll do stadium stock, then stadium stock, and then a 5-lap skid race, which is always entertaining. If you cannot join us at the Madhouse, Flow Racing, please tune in. Please watch Matthew Dillner, Bob Dillner. I'm going to give a plug out to Bob Dillner. Speed 51 was Bob Dillner. And back in my younger days, Mobile Speedway, Five Flags, Montgomery, Speed 51 was just, I loved that. It was almost like the first really where they covered multiple avenues of racing and different tracks and all. So Bob Dillner has now got what they call the repave. Once again, the repave. He does a very, very good job with that.
And seeing that.
Yes, and
I
Bob,
knew it was.
it's Bob Dillner. And I highly recommend. Bob knows what he's doing. I think the world. I was a Bob Dillner fan back when he was on TV and TNT and all that. And then when I met him, you know, as an announcer and you meet people that's at that level and get to do it, it's a big deal. Like just like calling, I've got to call 2 races with Steve Post at Caraway. That was a big deal to me because Steve Post is thebomb.com. But anyway, yeah, all that's pretty awesome. And anything else? What are we leaving out? Sportsman 100 this week.
Mm-hmm.
What else? That's it?
Yep. And then the week after, we take a break for
We will not be live.
July.
We will not be live Tuesday. I am going to leave Sunday morning and go to Prattville, Alabama, Millbrook, and visit with my 2 nephews. Spend some time with them, and I will head back and be in time to go to Caraway Saturday. I'm going to have to find somebody with some AC because it's going to be hot, or go out there with somebody outside the track, chill in the AC. But anyway, got to go. There's too many of our guys that I want to support that's going there, and I'm going to do that. So, you got anything else, Sid? You're good?
I'm good.
Sponsors?
Yes. All right. We'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, Race for Kids, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Sykes Metal Roofing, Realtor Renee Hackett, Koger Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension Management, Swift Springs, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Velocita, Ray's Body Shop and Wrecker Service, The Dentist at Kernersville, Tiffany Gimnez with the Ginther Group, Krista Still Racing, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue of Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Blue Ridge Truck Line, Suntan Magic Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer Systems, JTV Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, KevinSaysYes.com, Bowman's Hauling and Grading, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance, Jordan Anderson, J&T Services, Herky Litigation, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, Colfax Towing, MJ Printing and Graphics, Nate's Ultimate Bar Snack, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, and Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings.
Thank you, Sydney. Alonzo,
Sure.
thank you for what you do. I will give a shout out to Eric Messer and Messer Media. Once again, he got it to where there are pictures and we can do it. Alonzo stepped up.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain, my sister's living the dream, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. My daddy was a gambling man with no strategy. Who gives a shit about him anymore? Guess we never really settled the score. Half the town screaming out in vain, the other half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey,